So I read in this tweet that 1% of people want to make something. Of those 1% actually make something. And of those people, 1% keep going. And I've always struggled to get to that final 1% that keeps going. So I usually get super obsessed with something. I make plans, I read books, I have this vision, and then suddenly, bam, out of nowhere, I lose all motivation, all my daydreams disappear, and I forget why I even cared in the first place. My mind doesn't even think about it anymore. It's like I give up, but I don't tell myself I give up, I just never think about it ever again. Now, according to this book, what stops me is resistance. Resistance is basically what stops you from fulfilling your dreams. Most of us have two lives, the life we live and the unlived life within us. Between the two stands resistance. Resistance will do anything to stop you from what you have to do. It will rationalize, it will make excuses, it will play all sorts of mind games that are designed just for you to stop you from doing what you have to do. Now, the last time resistance took over, I was 4 months into starting my own event planning company. And right before I got my first customer, I just froze. I decided I'm gonna take 2 trips out of the country and I'll figure it out when I come back. When I came back, I came to this grand conclusion that this isn't for me, I can't do this. There's a lot of other people who can do it better than me. And when I told this to my family and friends, they were not having it. They told me I need to keep going and I need to take it somewhere before I decide if this is for me or if it's not for me. When they told me this, I finally saw the whole cycle for what it was, and I felt super determined to get out of it. I decided I'm gonna set a small goal for myself, the goal of just having 1 customer. 1. Once I get 1 customer, after that, something might happen to convince me that this is the thing I want to do. Now, the book teaches us that this whole thing is like a war, and you have to keep fighting with internal battles, external battles with others. You just have to take everything that's getting thrown at you and just fight through. And that's what it feels like when you're trying to create something. Sometimes it feels like everything is fighting against you, and a lot of the times, halfway in the middle, you don't even know why you're doing this anymore. That's what I was thinking halfway through. I thought, there's this common conception that 9-to-5 jobs are bad and you should start your own business. But if you start your own business, you're going to be basically worried about it 24/7. You will be your own boss, but that just means you have added responsibilities of being an employee and a boss. You don't get a steady paycheck, and you can't take time off. Me, when I looked at it that way, I didn't know why people were pushing so hard for this lifestyle. Now, I got my first paying customer shortly after this whole thing, and I was super nervous until the day came. But I remember when the first customer came, and when it was all said and done, I had the best feeling in the world. It was the exact opposite of all the anxiety that I felt up to that point. And it was the best feeling in the world. And that's why people do this. That's why people hustle all the time, because they get a taste of that success. And it motivates you to keep going for bigger and bigger and bigger feelings like that. They've gotten a taste of how good it feels when you win a war with resistance. And while their 9-to-5 buddies might be making more money than them, they feel like they've gone through the war. They're just battling through, and their 9-to-5 friends are fighting for scraps. I realized that if all you do is just sit on your desk, do nothing meaningful, and just stay in your little comfort zone, you're basically dying slowly, and you'll never feel that sense of accomplishment, that sense of pride that comes with doing something that's yours, that comes with making something that's yours. Now, the lesson here is that, and again, this lesson isn't for everyone, it's for anyone who has the luxury of doing something because they feel like it and not because they're forced to do it. The lesson is, if you start a journey and you really like what you're about to do, it gives you butterflies just thinking about it, you're super excited for it, and when you start, halfway through, if you feel like giving up, or if you feel like you can't do it, do everything you can to push forward and get to that first milestone, because it will be so worth it and you'll feel so accomplished and so good. The same voices in your head telling you to stop will be thanking you so much. Anyways guys, that's it. Thank you guys for watching my video. Please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and see you guys soon.